I'm Sorrell Peabody. Thank you very much for having me. I'm very happy to be here. It's very simple what I want, what I'm after, and yet some people are really upset, so I'm just here to plead my case and just, say that I just really want a little brown baby. And we're sort of getting down into the autumn now, and it's about time that I had one to go with the fall collections, and I don't think that that's a bad thing. I want to be a mother, And I just think if I'm going to be a mother, if I'm going to make that sacrifice in my life, and what I'm doing, then I want the child to look exactly the way I want it to look. I want it to fit into my life in a perfect way. I don't think that that's unacceptable. That's all I'm saying. What really got me started on the whole, little brown baby thing, I think, mostly was the fact that there are these fantastic new bags out. Chloe's doing them, Marc Jacobs doing one. Even like sort of the lesser people I wouldn't necessarily buy bags from are doing these lovely sort of cocoa-coloured bags with sort of golden tinges, and sort of all you can get out of your head are lovely cocoa-coloured people with sort of gold bangles up their arms. And I thought, now honestly, I've got a lovely tan from summer. I've got plenty of gold bangles. Wouldn't it be lovely if I had my bag and then a little child who said, look at me, the perfect accessory for the autumn. What could be better? So this is the thing, that's why we've got to be so careful and find the perfect colour. And the thing is, who actually really likes their children anyway? Do you know what I mean? It's not about that. Most parents don't like their children. You don't have children because you like them. You have them sort of for social class, and one's got to have a certain amount of children, all this kind of thing, And so no, it's not about whether I like them or not. I'm going to be kind to them. I'm going to give them what they need. They'll have everything they need. I'm quite an independently wealthy woman. I'm not worried about that. The child is going to have nothing to complain about. All I'm saying is that from my perspective, I want it to look attractive. And it will, because there are plenty of attractive brown children out there. We've just got to find the right one. Well, sort of, you can't, you've got to cast a wide net. You just never know where you're going to find it, because sometimes I have to say these interbreeding works really well. Sort of if you get sort of Pakistanis marrying Indians and Afghanis, even, marrying, sort of Asians more, there's sort of this sort of colour you've got to get just right. Sort of a lovely, sort of cafe au lait colour. What I'm really after, if I can, is the green eyes. I think that's just stunning. And frankly, I've got green eyes, so I think that could really help in sort of a bonding thing, oh mummy, it's sort of this thing, oh yes, darling, you've got green eyes, oh so have I, but you're not, that kind of thing. If you've got to go there, which, at some point you're going to have to go there, aren't you? You don't have to pay too much for therapist bills, right? So, no, that's what we're after. So sort of looking in a general area of sort of northern India and Pakistan and Afghanistan. Well, what's the point of that? Then everyone thinks you've had a child. I don't want everyone to think I've had a child. That's not really my style. Okay? No, if you adopt a brown baby, I know this is going to sound awful, but I may as well just bring it to the table. If you're going to adopt a brown baby, everyone's going to look and think that you're doing your part for world peace. And that's what they're going to think. And frankly, I need to do my part for world peace. I don't drive a Prius. I don't go to, political lectures. I don't really donate anywhere. I don't really care what's going on in the world, frankly. But I care about this. And this is important to me. And then people will look at me as a global citizen of the world. And I don't understand why people have a problem with this. I'm going to bring a child into my home. I'm going to give it exactly what it's going to, everything it's going to need. Which, frankly, let's be frank, is going to be much better than wherever I'm taking it from. I'm just going to have a lovely life here in London, and then, go off to boarding school. It's going to be fine. It's not a problem. So many people do it. I'm not going through the stress of having to, worry about having it myself. It's fun.